going to do tarot, and then we'll do relationships after that. Before I begin, I have a special gift for those of you that would like to take it up. If you order a relationship reading, in other words, a soulmate or twin flame reading, you will get as a gift a personal 2022 forecast reading. Okay, that's a big gift. It's been a long year. It's been a difficult year. You deserve it. So I'll put that link in the description box below to my website, and then you can go to the website and order the soulmate or twin flame reading. And with that, you will receive your very own personal 2022 forecast reading, year ahead reading. Right, let's first have a look at January for Pisces, shall we? Let's see what's in store for you guys in January. Okay. The Six of Water always makes me think of Pisces. I don't know why. Pisces can be almost a little, old-fashioned is the wrong word. I want to call it retro. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Those two came out together. Interesting. There's a definite theme starting to develop here. Ah, okay. That's very nice. And, okay. So, you start off the year feeling a little bit nostalgic. You're possibly wishing for quieter times, easier times, more predictable times even. But you're looking back at something and you're thinking, oh, it was better then. It was nice then. It was wonderful then. You're looking at something and wishing life felt a little bit more like that right now, okay? But the Eight of Water says what that is really about, and most times what it is really about, is kind of a little push for you to move on from something. You're in a situation where you are needing to perhaps move on to something new, move on to something different, try something new, but there's almost a little bit of inertia at the moment, okay? And that's when we start looking back at better times, at when things were easier, when they were more predictable, when they were nicer, when we were younger, whatever the case may be. Because actually the underlying thing here is a little bit of a push to move on or try something new. I keep hearing try something new. Because the life experience card does come up, which tells me you are going to get a final push in January. There's a life-changing event, a powerful revelation, and the need to spread your wings. So you're going to get quite a push in January. If you don't make that shift yourself, if you don't take up that opportunity, if you don't make that change, if you don't spread your wings, something will unfold that will make you do it, okay? But spreading your wings is about new experiences, broader experiences, a bigger life, new things and experiences coming into your life. It's a good thing. The Page of Earth says good news about financial matters or wanting to do something more challenging or a new area of study. So it's really about either wanting to broaden your financial horizons, earn more income, or get a job with a bit more scope in it, or study something you already know but take it even further. Okay, it's the skill card. So you either get rewarded for your skills or you improve on your skills. So January really is that start of a new year kind of feeling to it. Then events start moving at a pace. You get the Eight of Fire after that, and that's in the center of your reading. So things are going to take traction. Something sets off a course of events, and it moves pretty quickly after that, okay? This card speaks about delays being over. So you're going to find that you were thinking about it, you were wondering about it, you perhaps had a bit of inertia about it, and then the fire gets lit, okay? The carpet gets tugged out from underneath your feet, and things move very quickly. You've got to make choices, you've got to make decisions, and things start unfolding at a rate. Because the next card, the Knight of Fire, speaks about sudden event which needs you to take quick action. You do need to think it through. In other words, you can't just pile in there head first. It does need considerations, but it's going to need a decision almost instantaneously. You're not going to have a long time to think about this. You're going to have to think on your feet and think clearly, okay? Then you get the Knight of Water, which says you're kind of going to either getting a wedding proposal or some kind of proposal, okay? Someone comes in with a proposal. Joint venture, joint idea, join us, that kind of thing, okay? Or it's a proposal for a wedding proposal. Why couldn't I think of that word? Or it's a wedding proposal. That sometimes has one thinking very quickly on your feet as well, okay? Because one's not always ready for that, and it's interesting that that's coming up now. So someone out there is not quite ready for it. Here's the heads up, it's coming. You've got time to think already if you listen to this early on. But it's also some kind of joint venture that could be coming into your life, and it's also going to require you to think, do I really want to do this? If I do this, how does it affect my life? What shifts and changes in my thinking do I need if I want to take up this offer? Okay, because the six of earth comes after that, and that's gifts of money and time, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, paying off debts. So there's some kind of abundance that does come in following this decision, following this new course of action. It brings you material abundance. It opens a gate somehow, okay? So you could get the loan you were looking for to launch something. You could pay off debt that had been holding you back. Or you could just get good news money-wise. Some kind of gift gets given to you. There's a gift aspect to this, okay? This card, Six of Earth, is not so much about having worked incredibly hard and then you reap the rewards. There's a gift element here. A career opportunity as well. It's almost going to seem like a heaven-sent gift to you. The Eight of Air is the final card, which is interesting because that's the illusion of being trapped or a lack of self-confidence or afraid to take action. So by the end of the month, you come square up against that mindset. Am I too scared to do this? Do I feel trapped because I'm too scared to take action? Okay. Do I lack self-confidence? I don't make the kind of moves that I should be making because I'm not sure that I can do it. Okay. You come face to face with that at the end of the month. So this whole story may teach you that that is what has been happening. You've been trapped or feeling trapped because of lack of self-confidence, because you don't feel you have what it takes to take that step. But by the end of the month, you could see it very differently. You could see that's what stopped you, that's what made you feel trapped, because you didn't quite have the confidence to make the kind of moves that you should have made. You made moves, but they weren't the full potential of what you could do because you weren't sure that you could do it, but you can. The cards say that you can. The messages coming through say that you can. You are capable of it, and you're going to be pushed to it in January, definitely. Right, Pisces, let's have a look and see what your relationship cards have to say. Pisces, January. Shame, Monique. I wish I could actually put these at set times, but I don't. It's absolutely impossible for me to do that. Yeah, so when I get my chance, then I sit down and I do them. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one to start your relationship reading off with. Okay, right. Okay, all right. Okay, oh my goodness, okay. But it starts off with a very good card. And it ends up on a brilliant card. So there we go. Okay, so quite a long story here. So you get a worth waiting for card for January, which says that where relationships are concerned, there is a pivotal point in the month of January. Okay, so whether you want relationship, whether you're in relationship, there's a pivotal point in January. Something that is determining quite a long stretch of your story ahead. You have been going through self-worth issues, okay? Oh, thank you, Monique. I love hearing from you guys. It's so nice. Sometimes when one sits here and you talk and you see yourself on the little screen, you feel like you're talking to yourself, even though you do get feedback. It's really nice when you guys chat to me, and I'm so glad you enjoy the readings. It's lovely to hear that. Thank you. So, right, pivotal point in relationship in January. What does that mean? It's setting the course for quite a long time. So whatever gets put into action now, you're going to be playing through that story for quite a while. You have been dealing with feeling perhaps not entirely worthy. It's interesting because that's what came up in your tarot reading as well. So it's not like a whole, doesn't necessarily mean the whole of you feels not worthy. But some part of you is just feeling like, maybe I'm not quite deserving of that. Maybe that's why I'm not getting it, okay? There is an element of that that is coming through or has been coming through. However, it's interesting because you get a whole set of cards. So you get the flirt card, forgiving and learning, releasing your ex, and finances and career. Okay, so it's quite a setup of cards. So it's about a learning curve that you've been having here that has kind of been denting at your self-worth. Okay, so maybe if you're looking for a partner, you've gone through a few that have just not just not done it for you, or they've even self-love. Yes, learning self-love is very important. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that, Monique, seeing as you're here and you're listening. So self-love, it's so bandied around at the moment, isn't it? I mean, it's a very, very used word at the moment. And it's quite interesting when you do that journey and you do that work, you begin to discover that if you completely accept yourself as the way you are, and that's not always easy, because all along the way, there were outright criticisms, there were slight criticisms, there were little criticisms that were leveled at us, and we took them quite seriously. If we're good, kind people, we actually do. So the thing to learn then, and that's why it's interesting this card comes up, is actually to take things and laugh. Just flirt is light-hearted energy. Just take it lightly, don't take it so seriously. Yeah, that's the other thing. One tends to spend a lot of time on other people and then you forget about spending the time on yourself. What does that stem from though? One kind of figures if you spend a lot of time and energy on other people, okay, you'll make them feel better and then they will behave in a better way. That's actually where the bottom line is. And trust me, I had the biggest time accepting that. When you start deciding you're spending the time on yourself, okay, and don't ever be hard on yourself, because what's there to be hard on? For the starters, the kind of people who sit down and watch these kind of things, you're already doing the self-work. So you're doing quite a bit more than quite a lot of people are not doing, okay? So it's more about accepting yourself totally as you are. And when you stop criticizing yourself and you start working and enjoying the good parts of yourself, okay? And you start laughing at yourself when things don't go right or when someone pushes a button and you have that response, you'll find a more light-hearted energy starting to move in. And when you start finding things amusing, and they're not always amusing, but if you can find humor in things and see them that way, and you start extending a far more light-hearted energy, it's interesting what comes up after that, because you get the retreat card and the wedding card. A quietness settles in, and in that quietness, you draw in the kind of person that has long-term potential. Within an existing relationship, it is a very similar story. I'm going to recap here again. So, Pisces can spend a lot of time and a lot of energy on their partners, trying to make partners happy, trying to make people around them happy. Libra has that thing as well, but Pisces puts their whole heart into it. Libra actually has a cut-off line. I'm Libra. We actually have a point where we say, no ways. Pisces have huge hearts and they can give like nobody else does. But like you say, you end up giving more than possibly than you have, and you forget to look after yourself. So Pisces, your story for January is you come first. Pamper yourself, look after yourself, love yourself, realize that you are incredibly special people. I don't know a single solitary Pisces that isn't an incredible person, okay? But they do all have a tendency to feel criticized very easily. They have soft, squishy hearts. So next time someone criticizes you, take that light-hearted energy and grin to yourself. Why do people criticize you? Because they have issues of their own, don't they? And self-criticism often leads to criticizing other people. So when someone criticizes you, stop immediately, think, whoa, they must be seriously heavy on themselves. Otherwise, why would they be criticizing other people, okay? And have a little bit of a smile to yourself. And feel a bit of empathy as well. Can't be comfortable living with that, okay? And then release light-hearted. Yes, that is your big word. Write it on the fridge, on the mirrors. Light-hearted for January. Just grin and smile and know Let go of worries about what exes did to you. Let go of worries about what family and friends and all the rest of it. It was all their own stuff. They were all just putting it on to other people because they had difficulty dealing with it themselves. Go and spend a time at a spa if you can. Go spend time in nature if you can. Go spend time somewhere where it's not people-centric, okay? It's beautiful energy-centric, okay? What you're going to find then is you can very likely bump into someone that has huge potential to be that partner you were looking for. Or in an existing relationship, it can be wonderful energy for re-establishing that very deep bond between the two of you. So that is your message for January. A longish one, I'll say. Monique, thank you for chatting. You gave me food for this reading. I thank you for that. You helped me to clarify the messages, definitely. And sending you lots of hugs for the month of January. And thank you for speaking. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. I appreciate it. And if anyone would like to take advantage of that special gift of your very own personal year ahead 2022 forecast, that comes with an order of the soulmate or twin flame reading. Sending you love and hugs. We will speak again soon.